Happening now, leaders at the University of Florida taking the next big step in finalizing a choice for the school's next president.
Former Nebraska Senator Ben Sasse appearing before the university's Board of Trustees for a public interview and vote, and it's expected to pass. News 6 investigator Maris Badcock is live in Gainesville. And Maris, you saw some students out there protesting.
There were hundreds of protesters out here earlier this morning. We got a couple stragglers left. As this discussion continues, you can see actually all of the barricades that were set up, though, to help make sure this was an orderly process. Protesters were shouting, anti-women, anti-gay, Ben Sasse, go away. They have withheld from entering the building. This time, though, since university officials decided to uphold an old law making it illegal to protest inside campus buildings. I want to show you some video from earlier of these protests. Now, students have problems with Sasse's previous political stances. He has publicly come out against same-sex marriage, among other things. And they also question his educational background. Sasse has been president of a university before, but student enrollment there was 1,200 students compared to 50,000 undergrads at UF. Students also had problems with the search process. Sasse was the only candidate selected by a 50-person search committee, and they wanted to know why other finalists weren't announced. I've actually learned more about that process. According to the committee, of the 12 finalists, none of them wanted to be publicly announced unless they were the sole candidate. So that's starting to answer some of those questions. They were allowed that privacy exemption after the Florida legislature and Governor Ron DeSantis created a public records exemption this year.
The selection of Ben Sasse is not in the best interest of UF as a whole, and the board should be extremely concerned with the reputation of the school if he is to become our president. This decision to select Sasse is guaranteed to bring shame and embarrassment upon the university that we let UF be led by a politician, someone who was the president of a university smaller than the size of my high school, someone who ended tenure at the university, who fostered a toxic work environment among the faculty. Please, please bring back the transparent candidate search.
You're hearing a student there speaking out during the public comment section. About 12 people were allowed to publicly speak out in front of the Board of Trustees. That conversation is still going on. I'm going to jump back in there to bring you updates on this very, very fluid conversation. But it appears that some answers to questions that have been asked over the last few weeks are being answered. Reporting live in Gainesville, I'm Maris Badcock, getting results, News 6.